Hello everyone, Happy New Year. Tawela here from Oscha Slings, and apologies for the slightly late start there. There were a few technical difficulties. I'm going to blame it on not having done this for a few weeks over the holiday, but hopefully lots of you still find your way here and you can still join me for our wraps today and the first release video of 2023. So hi, let me know where you're joining from, and if anybody could also share the link into the clan, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. So I hope you all had a good break. I had a quiet one. Wasn't actually very well over Christmas, which was a little bit disappointing, and it's taken me a wee while to recover, so I might keep this video a little shorter than the usual ones, but really wanted to come on. Hi Rosie! Come on and tell you all about these wraps this week and make sure you had a chance to ask your questions. Sunny Morecambe. Ooh, sun in Morecambe. Hi Becky. Good to see you all here. So yeah, hope 2023 has started well for you and you're all ready to go with a new year of whatever's new for you this year. I've decided to drop the resolutions this time round, and that's feeling quite good. I think we don't need more pressure. Oh, hi Erica in Chicago. Oh, that must be quite cold over there. Hi Denise, how are you? I hope Austria is not too cold either. Although I imagine if it is, it'll be really nice and snowy. We've had snow today actually, so it's feeling quite festive again, which is nice. So I'll just give it another couple of moments and then get going. We've got three. Oh, hi Claudia, hi from Finland, lovely Finland. I'm sure you're in the deeps of winter now, so yes, hopefully you're keeping cozy. Oh, Denise, I'm glad you made it in time this time too. I've been noticing and wondering if the time was difficult to make, so yes, I really appreciate you all coming to join. Hi Sylvie, nice to have you here. Oh, BC, hi Amy. And from Germany, my goodness, okay, everybody's here. We had my husband's cousins from Vancouver Island here over the weekend and had lunch with them yesterday, and it was fantastic. So yes, definitely on our list of places to visit. So I'll go ahead and get started slowly, and as you can see, I've already gone ahead and wrapped up with our Puffins Nuuk. So oh, Carrie, oh, I'm here, but the video isn't showing. Oh no, Carrie, and you did such a lovely review as well of the puffins. Well, I'm starting off with puffins. So as you'll all no doubt have seen in the clan with Carrie's lovely review and her teaser pictures, this is the first time we've woven puffins as a pocket weave pattern. So yeah, this is exciting. I think pocket weave just crisps up the pattern so nicely. So all those details really pop out. Erin says, finally off work during a live video. Yay! Hello from St. Louis. Hi! Oh, really nice that you're here. Thank you for using your time off work to watch a video with us. That's really lovely. So as you can see, I decided to wrap up the toddler here. And just show that this would be more than suited to bigger kids, toddlers, really comfortable and cushy to wear, but also really quite thin and manageable in hand. So I'll just try and stand back a bit. You can sort of get a feel for the size of that knot. I can untie that as well and just show you how easily that handles for a fancy finish, if that is your preference. So you can very easily loop that through here. So for pocket weaves, although it's weaving the 2 layers of cloth, the yarns we use in the weft are finer than our standard weaves, so hence why they come out possibly a little lighter weight than you might imagine they would. So that's their kind of secret weapon. Strong but lightweight. Just tuck that in there. So yeah, of course you can play with the contrast of the two different sides and layer that up to show all of that off too. So that's just going to be really lovely, simple pattern. Kerry found it to be beautiful in its simplicity, easy to care for, and it felt fairly thin in hand and light and airy with a short breaking in time. So if any of you have been curious about pocket weave, wanted to try it, this I think would be a really good first one to go for. It does feel soft straight out of the bag, but as Carrie says, gonna just get softer and quite quickly. So yeah, a good one that will last you because it is so lightweight and got quite a good amount of cush. This will be good even for newborns when it's fully broken in and will see you all the way through to older ages and toddlerhood as well, especially if you have a slightly longer size and you can layer up the passes to support the weight. So let's give you a look at that from the back. So that's our, yeah, Puffins Nuuk. The next one, I'm not going to wrap, I'm just going to show you, but it is also on our pocket weave warp, and it's a lovely one. Also a first time pocket weave. Check. Becky says, still hoping for pocket weave Oakenshield and Fangorn. Ah, well, you don't ask, you don't get. It's always good to let us know what you're dreaming of. So, noted. So our next one is Galadriel, of course. So I was really excited for us to try this one because I just think that detail with Galadriel there is just so clear and crisp, and there's no kind of, you know, sometimes with some of the colour combinations we can sometimes get a little bit of a fuzzier edge, which is lovely in the standard weave and part of how the weave looks, but to be able to sort of give it a change up and produce this pattern with this really kind of graphic feel and high contrast, I think just adds something extra. So this is Galadriel Enchantress on the fig warp. So it has the same kind of silvery melange cotton weft that the puffins have, but then in the warp I should say, but then in the weft we've used a white tencel, so it's got a really nice extra little bit of brightness and shine in there too, which we thought was very appropriate to our Enchantress. So yeah, I think she's beautiful. Oh, thank you, Amy, you agree. Yeah, and I think it just really brings out the pattern so that you can appreciate how much work has gone into, you know, drawing all of these details, because of course our patterns are all hand drawn in-house by Oscha designers, past, present, and so yeah, it's great to kind of update it, give it a new lease of life. I'll just stand back so you can get a good look at the fabric. But yeah, that's going to be just gorgeous to wrap with at any size. And of course the back is high contrast too, so you can kind of play around with that in your carries and show that off as well. Just seen a question there. Danielle says, what's the availability for her? So not very limited, sort of a usual run. I'm trying to do the maths now, but probably equivalent to our guideline would be about 70-80 wraps, so not too limited, but as ever, get it if you're interested in it, get it soon because you never know. Oh, Emily, hello, you don't get notifications, I'm sorry. Well, I've just shown Puffins, which I'm wearing, and Galadriel here looking beautiful on the fig warp. Kerry did a really nice photo comparison of the fig colour next to, I think, some beets, and both chopped and unpeeled, and I thought that was a great way of sort of describing the colour. Yeah, so it does depend what's woven in with it, how the colour shows up. So sometimes it looks more purple, other times it's got more of a red-brown look to it, but it's a lovely deep rich colour, so I think, yeah, hopefully lots of you will like that and find it very easy to wear. Yeah, so we're calling it the fig warp. It should really be the fig and silver warp because, of course, long time Oscha fans will know that in a pocket weave warp you have two different colours in your warp threads alternating through. But yes, enough geekiness. Oh, Emily says, I have to buy something. It's my birthday on Wednesday. Oh, happy birthday for Wednesday. I think you absolutely have to treat yourself then. Of course, it would be rude not to. Oh, right. I'll just pop the toddler down on the chair and get the next wrap, and then check if you have any questions before I carry on. Wee one down there. So our next release is, sorry, I should have mentioned the Galadriel Enchantress was reviewed by Mary, and she has some lovely sneak peek photos showing the Loom to Bloom and a carry with her toddler. So yes, do head over there and over to the clan and check out her review and Kerry's review of the Puffins as well, and make sure you get all the details. So our next one is our Lunae Night Glow. So this one is exciting. Oh, Emily says you saw the limited Briarwood in the clan. I'm coming to that. So here we have the Augmenta, Lunae. So this is our pattern mashup using the Augmenta symbols here and the stars from the constellation pattern, which just change it from that sort of more straight running star border to, I think, something that looks really cosmic, especially on this colorway. So this is the Spectrum Warp. For those of you who are familiar, you'll remember this from the Polish PO, Feathers Spectrum. So yeah, it's just gorgeous. So we've decided in this one to run our jewel weft grad across it, which alternates a kind of deep blue, purple and red, and just lets the warp colours glow through. So you can see how bright they are on this side. Both sides are lovely, again, which I always love because you can get a good bit of contrast going. So I'll just pop this on so you can have a look. And so this one is 100% BCI organic coned cotton. So it's a very kind of an all-rounder wrap, one that would, I think, find a place in many a stash and be suitable for lots of different occasions, ages, styles of carrying, beginner to more experienced. It'd be a lovely one to start with and a lovely one to enjoy if you're more experienced as well. So. Right. Obviously haven't done this for a while. Just grab baby. Oh, Emily says this gives me Easter vibes. Huh. Interesting. That's not what I thought of initially, but I wonder why. I can't see it quite myself immediately, but that is a lovely thing for something to have vibes of. Yeah, me, it just makes me think of kind of space travel and those sorts of images, but get this tightened up. So our tester for this, I'm so sorry, I don't know your actual name. I know on Facebook you go by Juniper. So Juniper has reviewed this for us in the clan, and she found this easy care, straightforward to wrap with and easy to adjust. So a great beginner wrap, and just really fun to add a pop of colour to your outfit, especially I think in winter we can tend to go a little bit dark with our colours, so something like this to brighten things up is always going to be a nice option, I think. Emily says, it reminds me of all the colourful eggs. Oh, that's so nice. I'm going to think of that now when I look at this pattern. Easter eggs. I love Easter eggs. So yes, you can see that one was quite, I find it very hard to get the framing right sometimes. So yeah, you can see that's really kind of easy to tighten, molded really nicely around baby, and just, yeah, really fun with all those colours showing up in that prismatic kind of colourway. So this one is, like I said, 100% BCI organic combed cotton and about 282 GSM. So yeah, very mid-weight for our wraps, which is great. Let's see if there's any questions or comments. Oh, Natasha says, love the day and night kind of feel. Yes, I think for certainly you could wrap this with the other side up and feel more kind of a dusk feel to it, or equally, yes, as Emily says, on the reverse and really play with the brightness of those colours. Just see if I can remember how to do this. I'm sure I can. No, I'm not going to flip the shoulders. I've not done it for too long. But yes, that is the Spectrum Warp. And another one on the Spectrum Warp. I think I saw a comment asking for more on this warp. Fear not, there will be more. For now, I'm just going to show you the sneak peek that we were talking about earlier. So on the same warp, we decided to test a new yarn that we'll be using and which will be coming up on at least one of our releases later in the year. So it's a yarn with really great eco credentials, I think. So it's made from post-consumer recycled denim and organic cotton, and of course, as any recycled yarn has a very small trace amount, can have a trace amount of other fibres. So unfortunately, if you're very sensitive to wool or vegan, it's probably not recommended. We can't guarantee that it won't contain those fibres in it as well. So the yarn itself, I think, looks kind of lovely on this warp, and I just thought this would be it's not the warp that you would normally think of for Briarwood, but I actually really like it. It's just a bit of fun, and the yarn itself, the weft, let me see if I can get this to show. It's a little hard on the video, but I wonder if you can just see how it's got a slightly kind of variegated, like speckled effect. So because it's a blend of the denim fibres and the ecru cotton, it has that sort of naturally melange kind of effect through it. So it exists just in this lighter blue colourway and a slightly darker one as well. So really just taking the colour that's already in the denim as it comes, which I think is a great way to make a yarn, because it's such durable fabric. Yeah, so it's a cotton but with a difference. It is really drapey, Emily, that's well observed. So I think as well the thing to note with recycled yarns is because they are sort of pre-processed and pre-washed, you know, in the lifespan of whatever they used to be, they do tend to be really soft and drapey as well. So yeah, they have that added bonus. They're almost like a little bit broken in before you've made them into a new product. So yeah, Briarwood Kelsie. There are 2 size 2s and 2 size 7s as far as I'm aware, so very limited for this, but as I said, this yarn will crop up later in the year, so keep an eye out. And I'm wondering Do I have anything else I can tell you? It's about 282 GSM as well, so again, all-rounder kind of weight. And yeah, thanks for the name. Yeah, the name is quite sweet, and yes, very limited, so look out for that. There'll be a draw to purchase opening in the Secret Stash Happy Hour thread from 4 o'clock GMT on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday the 18th. And Secret Stash Happy Hour properly starts at 7 p.m. GMT, so do get involved if you're interested in bagging one of these. I'll just show you the reverse as well, where you can kind of just see a bit more of that weft showing through. And yes, look forward to seeing what you think of this, whoever's lucky enough to snap one up, because we always like to hear feedback for new yarns and blends, so hopefully one or two of you will be happy to show us how you get on with it. Yeah, I wish I was getting one. One of my favourites is Starry Night Aura, so I do like the Spectrum Warp. It's a lovely one for the summer. So what else? News. Just to mention, our pre-order currently running is a full custom on the Black Warp, so it's the Oscha Mono Lovers group with their Oscha's Nightmare PO. So these are monochrome wraps inspired by the world of Tim Burton and some Nightmare Before Christmas and others from that kind of world. And they are currently voting for blends. I think possibly the blend poll is still open, but tomorrow they're going into weft and pattern pairing polling. So go over there, head over there and join the group and get involved if you fancy joining in to create something unique. I think they're going to be really lovely, classic, moody wraps. I'm excited to see what's coming out of there. So head on over and see what's happening. I'll just check if any of you have any questions before I wrap up. Oh, Ali says, Galadriel is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Any more Middle Earth on the horizon? So not on that warp. I don't know if that's your question, but certainly yes. In general, there will be more coming up, and we have, I think, some really special Middle Earth releases coming up not too long from now. I can never keep the dates in my head, but we have some lovely things before the end of winter. So yes, keep an eye out. Emily, oh yes, I recommend, do go browse what's there in the Spectrum Warp. And it's one that we do rerun from time to time because we have classics on it, so it will reappear. So yes, hopefully I've answered all the questions you had. As ever, if you think of anything else, do just fire us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Oh, Rosie, hoping to see some blossoms this year. I think there will be some blossoms this year. I'm pretty sure we have some coming in the not too distant future. So yes, lots of things looking towards spring. We've got a little bit of winter left, and then we're gonna open up into the bright colours for spring. So yeah, that will be fun. Look forward to showing you those. So I hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again next time for some more fun. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.